Oh yeah, sailing. Sailing has been a huge part of my life and of my whole family's.
Live fast, die young, I never growing older. If I am unclear, I must be dumb. Mexican mother, I saw you feed your children.
So I started sailing I think when I was about 5 years old. My father, Theo Kouliopoulos, he was an avid sailor, and when I was a little kid, before I was even in elementary school, he bought an antique Swampscott dory, which is about a 15-foot long wooden relic that was falling apart, and he rebuilt it in our basement. I remember being a little kid with my sister sitting on the seat next to the mast, because we were so small we could fit on both sides of this tiny little seat on this Swampscott dory. And I remember how big the ocean was, how small our boat was. So.
I can't seem to find my love, Mom. We were in a dream, you drove me crazy. If I'm drowning, won't you pick me up? Wild, get wild.
The boat is in Marblehead, so we sail most of the time just locally on day sails within, let's say, a 10 to 15 mile radius. So that would be a long day if you went 15 miles, but we've done that all the way to the tip of Cape Ann and back. But generally, we go for about 6 hours or so and come back. If we go on longer sails, we've been around, up to Gloucester, Rockport, and even up to Ringarooma Beach several times. We've been across the bay, across to P-Town, Provincetown, and we've done that several times. And last year we had a big trip. We took the boat all the way down to Martha's Vineyard to Edgartown, and that was quite an exciting trip.
It's not Ida, it's mid-channel. It's on both sides. It's on both sides.
When I went to Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, I got heavily involved with racing. And I think that's where sort of my interest in sailing really took off. And I met this guy, Mel, who had a racing boat, and I started racing with him and our crew in the Chesapeake. And then eventually, when I came to Boston, I raced with a couple different captains here up in the Marblehead area. Eventually, I bought my own racing boat, Pegasus, which is an S2 10.3 racing boat, and so I've been sailing this boat, I guess, since last almost 10 years, and not really done racing with it, but been mainly just cruising with my friends and family. Nice one, 6.6. Woohoo! Big surf there, huh? Sailing is sort of a philosophy rather than just a hobby. Sailing is unique because you're generally not using an engine, you're using the wind, and it's very natural and requires a lot of attention to nature, the weather, the ocean, tides, time. It's a very complex yet simple activity that people really enjoy if they enjoy sort of the challenge of sailing. You're constantly looking where the wind is and the waves and deciding every second what to do, and yet it can be very exciting and sometimes it can be boring. So it's a very interesting mix of excitement and boredom, and it's also wonderful because if your boat, like our boat, 34-foot boat, you can bring friends and family and really have a great time in the summertime when the weather's good, and go out there and go for an exciting sail and come back to a harbor, or if you're going on a cruise, to go to a distant place and really enjoy yourself with your favorite people.
And I've been dreaming